How's it going, YouTube? This is Alpha Prime of the One Elites. Now, a lot of people are asking me to do an updated war video, and I've got a real treat for you guys. Today, we are facing Scorched Earth. They are one of the top Decepticon alliances in the world, and as you can see here from the alliances, I know medals don't say a ton. Our guys do like to grind out the medals, though, so we are ranked #1 in the world in terms of medals. Scorched Earth is ranked #2. And for the Wars 1, we are ranked #3. And you can see there we also got one Primus ranked 4, one Dinobots ranked #5. So we got a lot of high-ranking Autobot teams in terms of Wars 1. And Scorched Earth is ranked 21 because they formed their alliance later on. They are one of the most solid Decepticon alliances in the world, guys. In fact, I would consider them #1. And so they're very tough to beat. I want to share our alliance war with you guys. I scored 225, but I want to highlight other players as well. And yeah, so in base 1, we had a guy on our team for us. His name is Seabass. Now, Seabass is really cool because he's got a team that consists of basically, you just want bots that can get your slash to the HQ. So this is kind of like a hybrid prime rush slash attack. So you can see here, this is a funnel type base that kind of forces you to go up the middle. But as you can see here, he put all his bots to the right side here. So once that Energon Collector was destroyed, they started to walk around the right side here, as you can see. So Prime's walking upwards, which is really, really nice. And once Prime gets in range of the top there, he's going to see, as he's walking up there, he's going to drop slash at the very bottom here, rush to the top, and then watch his slash get to work. So what you need for this kind of a war attack is a slash that's very high level, and I would say you need at least 5710 with Megatronus. And so, I mean, this is Prime League, guys. Like, I know a lot of people say, oh, well, you know, it's really hard for free to play. It is. I will not get around that. You need to have a strong slash. The good thing about slash, though, is that you can use a lot of those double XP cores and level them up pretty quickly because he can solo bases just by attacking the HQ, just like this. So the rest of his team was just getting points for slash. Now slash goes invisible, and as you can see here, he's just pounding away on the HQ with that Megatronus core that adds an extra 40% damage to your attack. So you'll see there, this HQ goes down. All these defenses are oblivious to slash because he goes invisible. Hunter Camouflage, dealing 1400 damage per slash when he's got that double slash in there. So there you go. That's how you do it, guys. If you guys don't have a super strong squad, I recommend this attack. I can't recommend this attack enough. It's my slash is only 55.9. I don't think it's strong enough yet, but that's an option, right? So that's how you deal with bases that are funnel style like that. And I just want to share one more slash attack with you guys. Now, this one is on the offensive side. Now, let's see here. Night Prophet. Now, this is a Decepticon attack with DD Paragon. He uses slash or Ripper Snapper. That's the equivalent. And I'll show you how he deals with the Ripper Snapper and how he takes down a max base. And Night Prophet's no joke. This guy's got Gmail cores all over his base. And he's got a really tough time trap base here, as you can see. So the key to this kind of style here, you can see DD Paragon's, his squad doesn't have a ton of 5-star bots. You don't need them for this kind of strategy, which is why I think it's great if you are kind of free to play or you don't spend a ton on this game. This is kind of an attack that you can mimic. So basically what you want to do is you want to take out the right side of this time trap base. And when you do that, you allow Slash or Ripper Snapper to walk up the right side. So you can see here he just drops his whole team here to deal with Optimus Maximus because Optimus Maximus was at the bottom there. And then you just want to take out the right side of the base, take out those mortars and take out all those extra buildings like alloy storages and stuff like that. So you can see here he's taken away half the side. And now once this laser turret goes down, he can deploy Slash basically, but he'll clear a little bit more just to be safe. And I think once that middle portion goes down, he can deploy his Ripper Snapper. We're going to speed this up a little bit here. And there you go. He deploys Slash. Now Slash is going to walk right up to the top there. And this just is very reminiscent of Skylynx in the old days. Skylynx used to just attack the HQ from far distance, and he wouldn't get damage because of all of the, people would clump everything at the back of the base. So this is a very similar type of style attack. Once they nerf Skylynx, Ripper Snapper is still very, very good, or Slash. And you can see there, you just go right to the HQ. Slash is invisible, and he's taking a little bit of damage from that G-Metal a flamethrower there on the HQ. But, I mean, it only deals 700 damage per attack. So you've got 1,400 damage or 1,500 life with Slash. He'll survive. So... definitely, that's one of the ways to go. The only way to combat that is to put on a adaptive shielding onto your base, and that will protect your base a little bit more. As you can see from my base there, I've got that adaptive shielding there that at a gold max is 36% damage reduction to shield ability. And then, you also need to have that shield generator active there to give you that extra 50% resistance and 20% ability damage resistance. So in combination of those two there, my base is kind of tougher against a Slash type bot. But of course, overall, I would say that's probably one of the easiest ways to go with Slash. Now, I also want to share one of my attacks that I love to do. It's one of my signature kind of styles. It takes a little bit of practice and getting used to, and that is kind of clearing the bottom of base and rushing. Now, at the top level, if you were to take out every single defense and every single building on the base, you need to have a squad power of around 25,000 or more. Now, if you're going to rush a base, that's different. Like this squad that I have here on paper is only 23,000, and it gets the job done very, very well. But you got to have the right combination of prime cores and other cores as well. Like Prima is great for Skyburst because that gives her that extra damage to take out buildings, and then I use Wheeljack in the beginning there with the Alpha Trion core. So I'm getting one extra ability point every 10 seconds. I've got 35 points saved up right now, which is key to rushing bases. Once you get 35 points saved up, it's game over. There's no way that the enemy can stop you from rushing. Even if you make tons of mistakes, I find that I just haven't lost on a rush in a very, very long time with this strategy of a healer gunner. I sacrifice the healer and the gunner basically. I just want the 35 points. And here I'm just using Prime to kill Soundwave here, just to get Soundwave out of the way, just in case. There's lots of Prime walk up there and rush to the missile launcher and drag up the rest of the team. And from there, you're just going to take apart the HQ. I always love Saber because you send Saber in there, you pop all the outposts, the Combiner Lab, if the Combiner, the Beacon if there is one, and then you drop your Combiner. Now, the best Combiner for rushing a base at Prime League level is Volcanicus because of that reflective ability there, as you can see. It just deals so much damage to the base. And then I don't risk it. I use that 4-star ability right away once he's almost low on health. And that stuns the whole entire base, the top half there, for 10 seconds. Like, if you're stunning outpost bots for 10 seconds and you're stunning all the defenses, your bots can do a lot of damage to an HQ in 10 seconds. And so there you go. Like, I've got all these bots still surviving here from this attack. Prime's alive, Windblade's alive, Blaster's alive, Skyburst is alive, Cup's alive, and then you can see a lot of these little Quintesson Sharkticons coming out. So that's another important core, is the Quintesson core. Quintus core, that's it, the Quintus Prime core. Now, mine's at level 15, and every time a building or outpost is destroyed, you create a Sharkticon with 17.5% of your health and damage. That thing is sick. And the great thing about these Quintus Sharkticons is that they attract defenses and outpost bots. So that's just like having extra bots out there on the battlefield. for your team. I see people with like 4-star bot squads, walk bases quite easily because of that Quintus core. So that's a must-have. These prime events where you get those prime core shards, try to finish them all and get all the prime cores. Like I've got all 12. That's a must. Try your best to get them all. And before you start buying other stuff, get those prime cores. They're amazing. They will change your war attacks significantly. You don't need to max them all out. I think level 15 is good enough for most of them. Okay, so we're going to go back to do another war attack for you guys. I wanted to share one of our players here, Ramstein. He's on both sides of the coin here. And what I really like about Ramstein is that he's just so solid on both sides. If we have a most valuable player in the game, someone that deserves to go to the Hall of Fame here, the Football Hall of Fame, it's Ramstein. This guy here, he 225s for both sides. He got 450 this war, basically. 225 for Scorched Earth, 225 for us. He's got an Autobot account and a Decepticon account. And he's got a very different style. His style is very, very impressive. It is a very high damage attack style. And he uses Star Saber, as you can see here, just to clear the bottom of this base and to pop those 3 outposts. So we call this a Saber Suicide. And what you want to do there is you want to take out those outpost bots and distract them, and so that they use all their special abilities points on Saber and don't hurt the rest of your team. And from there, he just uses a smash team with high damage per second. Grimlock, Gnaw, Drift, Rodimus Prime for that extra boost ability. And of course, the battle orders from Optimus Primal gives all his bots a shield. Jazz for that AoE damage. And of course, he loves to use his... one of his favorite bots is Snarl, or for the Decepticons, Hunger. And that level 10 ability, look at that, 3,282 damage, and multiple targets in a line get hurt. So he's just very, very impressive bot at a 5-star level. And then here you go, he deploys a combiner here. Now, this attack it does require a lot of high-level bots. So it is a attack that not everyone can mimic. And one thing that Josh Lang in our alliance says is that if you're going to use Optimus Primal, it's not an easy attack. You need to have very, very, very strong squad in order to execute well. So as you can see here, his squad is very powerful. He just crushes the whole base, though. So if you're going to crush the whole base, you need to have very, very high squad power, as I mentioned earlier in this video. 26,000 combat power or more is probably recommended for this kind of attack, or the higher. So definitely, if you got the bots, it's a lot of fun to do. Like I can't even try this. I mean, I like trying it in Zone 14 for fun, or Zone 13 for fun. I can't do this at this high level in Prime League. I wish I could. And you can see there, he just crushes everything through this base. And that's one way to take down a Ramstein base, and like that. So there you go. And just to wrap it out, I wanted to share another style of mine that I like to use. It's a prime pull. It's a cup pull. You're using a bot like an RC or Rook with the holograms to pop outpost bots and rush to them, and that's a very good way to beat tough bases. Now, let's see there. I used that against Ramstein's base here on base 5. So let's give that a shot, shall we? Yeah, let's go ahead. Okay, so what we do here is I'm using a kind of a style that's got it's a mix. What you want to do is you want healers, you want a team to help walk up, because you can see this is a time trap style base here. So what you want to do here is pop the outposts and get healers on your bot right away. Of course, 5-star healers are definitely recommended against Prime League. You can see there my boss is at 50% health, even with 2 healers on him. It's not easy, guys. And we're going to take out this Desaurus here. And I'm just going to use one gunner here, basically, for this kind of base. I use my Prowl and my prowl is level 57, I think. And that flame damage, that extra flame damage from his G1 core is amazing. Look at that. Combined with that barrage, I just took out that whole top level with prowl, and I took out this whole left side here, basically. So now I'm able to walk up to... I'm not going to take out that shield generator because I want Prime to walk up to it. And once Prime walks up to this shield generator, I'm also going to use Rook. And my Rook is only level 51. You don't need a really high level Rook or RC, but you just need that decoy there. As you can see, is going to pop the outpost and take all the damage from the outpost bot, and then I pop my combiner down. I just use Superion because I want to take out this right missile launcher here with Superion's ability, the 4-star ability there. Take out that missile launcher. It's very, very annoying having him attack my gunners and stuff from behind, my healers and gunners. So take that out, and then from there, I'm just going to just weaken the top a little bit. Look at all those self-repairs on the base. Self-repair is nasty business, because if you don't take them out, they're going to heal up pretty quick. Now from there, I'm just going to, I guess I popped Ripper Snapper there somehow. And this squad here is just, you rush to the top and you avoid half the base. So you don't need to have as much combat power if you're using Optimus Prime. Or Megatron. Definitely must have bot for this kind of, for high level wars. Optimus Prime is amazing. And I use the G1 core on Optimus Prime. I don't like tack rushing. I just use G1 all the way. I love that extra life. If you ever get in trouble, if you ever make mistakes, Prime just lasts forever. And he'll go 10 seconds invincible. Say you get Thundercrackered, and you get 14 seconds of stun on Prime. Basically, you can survive that with the G1 core on Optimus Prime. And so you can get off another rush after that Thundercracker ability wears off. So very, very good core. And I guess that's about it for this video. I've talked a lot. I hope you enjoyed the war analysis. This is how we do it in Prime League. It's not easy, guys, and I know there's going to be some haters out there that don't understand that, you know, it's not easy, and it does take a lot of leveling to get your bots up this high. But you know, there are the XP cores, guys, and those bots like Slash are one of those bots that you just have to level. And if you don't want to spend a ton on this game, that's the way to go. Just use Slash, take out the HQ, and of course, you know, there are mines that can stop Slash now with those new glass gas mines and whatnot. But in reality, not everyone's going to get those new defenses, the mines. I don't know if they're even in here. But basically, you know, the mines are impervious to Slash. One other way to combat a Slash attack on your HQ is put Slash near your HQ. So if they make a mistake and they pop your Slash will attack the Ripper Snapper or the opposing Slash or Ripper Snapper because they're impervious to that invisibility as well. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. This is Alpha Prime of One Elites. Peace out.